We back, the Brothers from Inglewood podcast, once again coming to you live and direct. We're excited about today's show. Before I even get into the topic, I want to say thanks to the Coalesce Group for allowing us to partner with you, as well as Fruit Off the Vine Clothing Apparel. Thank you so much for allowing us to tag along with your brand, and we look forward to doing many things in the future. Before I introduce today's topic, I want to throw it to Charley Mack. Let him holler at you.
Okay, guys, we back in the building. We've been away for a little while, but we here, and we had a few little technical difficulties with our system going on here, but we back in the business.
Yes, sir.
Before we get started, we don't own the rights to this music, you dig? But we're going to show a groove to it. Ain't that right, Cam?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so go ahead, guys. Slap them seatbelts on. We about to get this car.
Yes, sir. Well said, man. Like you said, it's good to be back in the studio after a small hiatus. However, it's always great to come together and dialogue and share some things and bounce it off our viewers.
Yes, sir.
It's interesting when you mention this because it really caused me to go a little bit, deeper into my thought process as it relates to the topic that I'm about to introduce for us to discuss. And I'm just looking forward to, having further dialogue about it. But our subject today is stealing from yourself. And I know that probably sounds, a little different for you that are viewing and listening. However, we do that in many ways, and we're going to start sharing, a few observations of ours as to how this really occurs. And we'll speak from our personal experience and just, go from there. But stealing from yourself, man. So when we say that, in what context would you like to start, sharing from?
Let's just start first with the context from when we use the word stealing from yourself. We said it and we wanted to come off brash and hard and just the way it sounds, so you guys viewing can say, well, dang, what does that mean, stealing from yourself? Yeah. Well, Cameron probably has a different opinion than I do, but here's my take when I say stealing from yourself is it's when you have, and we'll break it down in terms of from young to middle to old or whatever, but in particularly, you go out and you have a career and you have a job and you work your butt off for 20, 30 years, you retire, and you got a great retirement and you got this money coming in and everything is gravy, but you're just sitting at home.
Right.
You're not enjoying your fruits of labor. And that's what we work hard for. We work hard so we can play hard.
That's good.
You work hard, you play hard.
That's good.
There's no sense of working your tail off, hurting legs, hurting feet, hurting hands. You go out there and you just work your butt off, but yet and still you're not even enjoying your fruits of labor.
That's good.
And there's a few people who I know who does that. It's mind-boggling when someone has deserved and have planted this seed, and the seed has made its harvest.
Yeah.
And you're not reaping the harvest.
Right.
What's the sense of planting fresh tomatoes and greens and all this good fresh vegetables and fruit, and then once you pull it out of the ground, you just throw it away? Yeah. You don't eat it.
You don't eat it.
You don't eat it. So that's what I mean when I say stealing from yourself. And once you give your opinion, I'll say some other stuff. But that's my take on it.
Man, that's profound, because I guess those that practice what you're saying, they don't see it like that.
Right.
But being, an observer and knowing one or two people who live this way is just not logical for me. It's like being a chef and you prepare these wonderful dishes all the time and you're just preparing it and people love your food, they love your cooking. Well, if you don't ever taste your cooking, you really don't know how good it is.
Exactly.
But you're making everyone else happy, you're satisfying so many, the masses, but you don't get a chance to sit down and enjoy your own cooking.
Exactly.
So I think in what, you know, as you broke it down that way, I'm thinking also living beneath your privilege. If you've been afforded something through hard work, like you said, I totally agree with you 101%.
Yeah.
You've labored and you put forth this effort, and your reward is magnificent. But for some reason, you don't take advantage of what you build.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost like you have created a wonderful opportunity in life for yourself, but you're sitting back settling.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, okay, I'll just leave it like that. You're settling for something that maybe that, you know, someone else haven't achieved. They wish that they could, you know, have some of the things that you are afforded to have, and you're not even enjoying it.
I know.
You know, and I'm gonna turn it back over to you. I talk about this all the time when I you know, counsel people and during the time of bereavement.
Okay.
I always say, I said, well, you know, and I'm just throwing this name out there. I'm like, okay, Leona had a beautiful home, and she only lived in a certain portion of her home.
Yeah.
Because everything else was so decorated and set aside, and it was so, you know, magnificent to where she didn't want people in these other rooms. So you had fine china, you had the, you know, wonderful furniture, expensive rugs, and nobody was able or allowed to go into these parts of the house, right?
Yeah.
So I'm saying to myself, now that she's gone, everybody going in those rooms.
Everybody.
Now. They drinking Kool-Aid.
Everybody.
You know, grape juice.
Everybody.
They spilling barbecue in there.
Everybody.
And she never allowed people to go in there.
You know, I'm gonna tell you something, and I came up with this topic about a week ago, and I'm gonna tell you why I came with it, because I was on the phone with somebody who we both know, and you know, she'll probably view this, and I'll probably get a phone call from her. But you know, we was on the phone and we was talking, and she was going on and on about she wanted a laptop computer, she wanted a new cell phone, and just things like that.
Yeah,
things that she can afford.
Common things.
Things that she can afford.
Things that okay.
And this is a lady who worked her butt off all her life. She planted her seed decades ago, and she retired. And you just gotta, now you retired, now you can kick back and you reap your benefits. Why would you, as an adult, want something, not only want it, you want it and you need it, and for whatever reason, you won't go out and get it when you know you got the money to do it. And this is another thing. If it's gonna bring you joy, and if it's gonna put a smile on your face, and if it's gonna make you happy, why not treat yourself?
Yeah. And you deserve it.
You deserve it.
You earn this.
So my thing is, I ain't trying to hear it. Right. You got it. Yeah. I'm not talking to somebody who's destitute. I'm not talking to somebody who don't have the money, who don't have the means to get it, who's not intelligent.
I got you.
Go get it.
I got you.
And I'm getting to a point in my life, and I'm at my age where, you know, I'm not trying to hear all that nonsense. Now, if I know that you don't have it, and I know that you know you're living, you know, on breadcrumbs, and you know you're on a fixed income, and even though you maybe, if you got it, and you need it, you go out and you make yourself happy. Yeah. Because what's the sense of working your butt off your whole life, and then you got money just sitting in the bank or sitting in wherever you got it sitting.
Just to say you got it.
Money ain't got no owners, man. I mean, only spenders.
Yeah. And money
only spenders, homie.
Money is not good until it's spent.
Money ain't got no owners, only spenders.
Yeah.
That's all money got is spenders.
Yeah. A young fella taught me that young Lee.
Well, I stole that from The Wire.
Okay, young Lee Mack told me. Yeah, I remember.
I stole that from. I think it was from Omar. I think I got that. Right. Yeah, Omar. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Omar.
Young Lee Mack taught me that many years ago. He said, "I don't care how much you stack, how much you made. Money is no good until it's spent."
It's the truth.
Period.
It's the truth.
It's just like anything else. It's like furniture.
It's the truth.
It's like a decoration. until you trade that
It's
money,
no good.
It's no good.
Yeah, you know. So
no good.
yeah, so when we talk about stealing from yourself, that's stealing from yourself. When you know you got the money,
I got you.
and you know you want something,
Yeah.
and for whatever reason, you refuse to go and get it. And I don't want to hear this stuff, you know, calling me, talking about, you know, well, you know, somebody might need something. Right. No, you need something.
Right.
Forget about your grown kids.
Yeah.
If you need something, you go out and you make yourself happy.
Right. Right.
Period.
And it's a truism that many people do it every day.
Yeah.
And some don't even have it.
Oh,
No, they don't even have it, and they'll go out there and spend the bill money, spend, you know, something that they don't have by charging it because they want it.
And it makes them happy.
Yeah.
It makes them happy.
Yeah, at least for the moment, because once that consequence comes, then they got to deal with it.
But it makes them
happy at the moment.
It makes them happy,
It
you
does.
know, and it lets them know that they're basically saying, I'm not going to steal from myself.
Okay, good point. When you speak to that, I thought of having equity. You stored up a lot of equity over the years because of your hard work and your ability to create opportunity for your future, right?
Okay.
So in other words, many people have learned to create a future for themselves. And a lot of times people think of their savings and they're like, man, I just cannot let my savings get below a certain amount.
Right.
And I get all that. But at the end of the day, tomorrow's not promised.
At all.
And if you
At all.
have set up your priorities and your family, meaning your children, and you know, maybe their children's children, if you've done that part of your, you know, responsibility, why not go out there and treat yourself?
I know.
I was telling somebody, and I'm not being materialistic. This is something that, you know, I'm gonna get. I told somebody the other day, and you know, and you gotta confess this stuff, you know, or pronounce it. I gotta have a Porsche, bro.
Oh yeah, I know.
I gotta have a convertible Porsche, you know, Carrera.
Before you check out.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
I gotta have it.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Yeah.
I work every day. I'm able to put some money aside. You know, I gotta have it.
Man, treat yourself.
Yeah, you know.
Treat yourself.
You know, and I've always been a traveler, so a lot of times, yeah, I would travel on a budget. I knew how many days I needed to stay, and I needed a certain amount of money to move around with, and so on. And I did it. I did it.
You're supposed to.
You know, I didn't try to be something that I wasn't. I said to myself, I gotta live.
Look, we both know these two people I'm getting ready to talk about. I'm not going to say their names, but one of them is like around our age, maybe a couple of years older, and another one is, old enough to probably be like our older dad or whatever.
Okay.
But anyway, both of these gentlemen, one of them is 58, 59, and the other one is maybe 78, 90. 78, 80.
Okay.
But anyway, both of these gentlemen have successful businesses. Mm-hmm. They've maintained these businesses, the older guy for probably, 5 decades, the other guy maybe 3 decades. But at the end of the day, both of them are successful businessmen.
Okay.
Well, let's talk about the one our age first. This guy has had his business for maybe, I would say 30 years, maybe 20 years.
Okay.
This guy has never in his life taken a vacation to reap the benefits of the fruits
of his labor. Yeah.
Of his labor. Never.
Never been on a vacation?
Ever. This guy's at work every single day. He won't even allow someone and hire someone
To take
train
over
him.
while he...
Right. Train them, find someone you trust, hire them, train them, whatever. And then the other guy, same thing. Never, ever, ever, won't go anywhere, What's the use of working hard, making millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars, and you don't even spend it?
Okay.
I don't get that.
Yeah, me either.
And when you check out, you can't take it with you.
Right.
That's the funny part.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you what really makes me think about. I don't know why him in particular, because there's been many celebrities who've passed on, but Prince, I think about him a lot, and I say to myself, this is a guy who didn't have a will. He had all this fortune and fame and wealth, half siblings, no children.
Right. No will.
He gone.
Yeah.
And all that he built,
Went into
and
probate.
he built it.
Yeah.
It's all gone.
He created
His safe with all this music, it's all gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he didn't get a chance to, it's people like that.
And he was young when he transitioned.
So when I'm saying to people that's listening, and even if we touch 2 viewers and say, you know what, let me get my stuff together. Listen, if you guys got it and you stealing from yourself, stop it. Take the handcuffs off yourself and stop it. Seriously, knock it off.
Right, right.
Knock it off.
No, I got you.
Knock it off. I went out and bought me a new car a couple months ago. I didn't want to. But you know what I said to myself? I said, man, you know what, man? You work your butt off. You get up early in the morning. You grind. You work. I needed that.
No, you needed that.
So I bought it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I bought it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I live life one day at a time.
Right. Yeah.
And that's how, you one day at a time. I can't think about
I do too.
next month or next year. I don't know what's happening down the line.
Right.
So let's live life one day at a time.
I got you.
Quit stealing from yourself.
Yeah, that's profound, because I was going to ask you, and you just really encouraged the viewers when you told them to cut it out, knock it off,
Knock it off.
because the flip side of it is this: there is resolve. There's a solution to that madness, because. And many people that do it probably don't think of it as madness, but it's not. It's just not normal.
I know.
Because at the end of the day, yeah, I understand you might have a closet full of clothes. You might have enough shoes. I get all that. But that still has nothing to do with your peace and your joy and your happiness, because if you go out and enjoy traveling, whether it's something local,
a day trip,
a restaurant,
a staycation,
and so, you know what I equate a lot of that to, bro?
What?
I think it's just either whoredom or just selfish. You're selfish with yourself.
You stealing from
You're
yourself.
stealing from yourself.
Yeah.
You're selfish enough to say, I'm not even going to treat myself.
Yeah. And I'm not, and we're not saying, you guys should go out there and break yourself.
No.
And take
Have
all
some
your
fun.
savings or whatever. We're saying in moderation, if you need something and if you want something and you worked your butt off for all these years, go get it.
Well, a guy told me.
Go get it.
Yeah. A guy told me a car is a car. As long as it gets you from point A to point Z.
It's the truth.
A car is a car.
It's as long as it don't break down.
True. But at the end of the day, you're going to be fixing a car for 20 years.
Right.
Every time
yeah.
something goes wrong.
I see where you're going with this.
You just got to patch it up.
Yeah.
And then when you look at all your receipts, you didn't bought another car.
No, you bought 2 cars.
So to
I
me,
never thought about
so
that.
to me,
You bought 2
okay,
cars.
maybe it's nothing wrong with the car. It's perfectly running well. You have serviced it. You keep it. You do the maintenance on it, right? I get that. Well, give it to somebody else that doesn't even have a car. Bless them and get you
Pay it forward.
Get you a new one.
Pay it forward.
Get you something else that you deserve.
He's stealing from himself. I know who you're talking about. He's
You know,
stealing from himself.
And he's not the only one.
Right. But he's still,
And then it's all calculated. People, I got to do this, and if I do that, okay, I get that. I understand. I'm talking about you who can afford it. I'm talking about the ones that literally have the means.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
To do something for yourself.
Yeah.
And not stay under the radar
Yeah.
because you really don't want to get off of it, bro.
But look, my thing is this.
I think you just don't want to get off of it.
Yeah, but look, don't complain to me
Yeah.
when you got it.
Yeah.
Now, if you didn't have it, I would say, well, man, you know what? You know, they don't really have it, so, you know, what can I, you know, I'm supposed to be her friend or his friend or whatever. Maybe I'll do what I can do, see what I can do. But when you got it and you want to come crying, oh, I want this, I want that, go get it!
Go get it,
I
man.
want a computer. I want to, go get it.
Go get it.
It ain't like you done got it.
Go get
You
it.
worked your butt off all your life. You've taken care of your kids 100% thoroughly. You've blessed your kids.
Yeah.
It's your turn. If you want something,
Yeah.
go out and get it.
What do you think the problem is? In your opinion?
In my opinion,
What do you really why are people that way?
you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. If I sat and tried to assume or speculate why a person is a certain way, then I can't sit and speculate and say, well, I can sit here and say, well, maybe they're cheap. Maybe I don't know. Only they know. Like the people that do it.
I asked. No, really. I asked.
Well, what did they say? Is it a culmination of things, or is it what did they say?
It's a culmination of excuses.
Okay.
But the bottom line, when I talk to these few people,
Okay.
the bottom line was responsibility and obligation.
To what?
To being prepared in case of.
But
the thing that we're talking about, like tomorrow's not promised.
Exactly.
The next 15 minutes is not promised. So really, their security was really in
The thing
I don't want to be caught sort of unprepared or not able. I'm like,
but you don't know when that's coming. You think? Do you think Prince knew when he got up and went in his elevator and tried to make it to where he was going? Within a minute, he was going to be gone.
Right.
No, you don't know you don't know. So what do you mean?
Right.
You don't know when it's over.
Right.
So my thing is, what are you preparing for?
Right.
I'm not saying to go out and be irresponsible and take everything you got and throw it up in the air.
No, we're just talking about
we just talking about listen.
Yeah.
I'm talking to people that got the means.
Okay.
And they got the resources and they won't use it. That's who I'm talking about.
Okay. Are there people in the company of those type of people that aren't saying anything?
Yes.
See, I think that hinders the progress.
Yeah.
Because they going along with it because that's their stuff.
Yeah.
That's their life. But yet at the same time you sort of irritated with it, but you won't say nothing.
Well, you got and you have some people that have best friends and you have some people that have best friends and maybe sisters and brothers or whatever, and because you don't want to rock the boat, you allow this behavior to take place instead of you saying, "Hey, look, sis," or "Look, bro,
that ain't cool."
Right.
You stealing from yourself.
Right. I've told the one guy, the guy that's close to our age, I'm like, dude, why don't you take a vacation? Right. I mean, why you got all this stuff?
Yeah.
What's the sense of having all this stuff and you just sitting at home?
Yeah.
You go to your business, you open it up in the morning, you lock it up when it's closing time, and you go home.
Yeah. Every day.
And then when it's summertime, or let's say it's whatever, you won't even say, well, you know what? Let me take the family to Hawaii. Let me take the family wherever. Let me enjoy some of this money
the fruit of my
that
labor.
I've made.
The fruit of my labor.
Yeah, let me enjoy it. What's the sense of, you mess why not even have it? I know what y'all need to do. Give it to me. I'll show you how to spend it. Look, like I said, money ain't got no owners, only spenders. I'm a spender.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
No,
because I don't get it, man.
No, I don't either. Like I said, I've asked a few people, and their rebuttal was always, "I don't want to be broke.
Man, you ain't.
I don't want to. I want to be prepared in case an emergency happens."
Yeah, emergency for what?
Well, I mean, just life.
You don't know when it's gonna happen.
But people have justified this as being responsible.
Yeah, okay.
It's like having emergency fund.
Yeah, but
or emergency.
Yeah, but you're not gonna listen because you go out and get yourself a laptop, or you go out and get yourself a pair of shoes, or you go out and get yourself something that you want. That's not taking everything you got.
Yeah, that's not going for broke.
Yeah, that's just saying, oh, you know what? I need this. You know what? I've been looking at it online. I've been looking at it.
Yeah.
You know what? And the thing about it is, they want it so bad.
Right.
And when they get it, it's gonna be like a little kid in a candy. It's gonna make them. It's gonna bring them joy.
And now
I get it.
I agree with you because, it's like I see your point because your point of emphasis is this is surface stuff. I'm talking about more severity of life and death, broke, having it. You're saying no, this is regular,
it's
simple.
That's it.
Living.
That's it.
You stealing from yourself,
That's it.
depriving yourself of a quality life.
That's it.
I got you.
Or depriving yourself of something that's gonna make you happy.
I got you. I totally hear what you're saying.
As adults, and I'm sure all the adults that's listening can relate to what I'm getting ready to say. Even us as adults and the people that's listening and viewing, let's say you go out and get yourself that new it could be a new part for your car. It could be something
tinted windows.
Whatever. Ask yourself how happy you are when you get it. You're like, oh man, it's like a little kid in the candy store. It brings you joy.
Or be able to do something for someone else.
Yeah.
So just random. Just say, you know what? I'm gonna treat Charlie Mack to a nice Ruth Chris dinner. $200.
Oh, he's go.
You probably won't go out and do it for yourself on a regular basis. But hey, I'm a bless Charlie and say,
I got this.
$200.
I got this one.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, it's not like you're gonna do this every week.
Right,
I'm not telling people to go out and rape their savings and rape their checking account and go out and just go to Vegas and put 20,000 on black. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying, if any of you guys are out there stealing from yourself and you want something, knock it off.
How much on black?
20,000. I'm gonna put 20 stacks on black. I'm not saying do nothing dumb like that. I'm not saying trick y'all off on a 10 or 4. I mean, I bet he do this for 20,000.
I can bet the 10 or 4.
Oh, I'm not betting that 10 or 4.
Yeah.
I ain't betting that 10 or 4.
Let it come up.
No. But I'm just But yeah, man. I mean, that. I'm telling you, this topic was inspired by somebody we know, and she knows who she is. But when I was just saying to myself like. And the thing about it is, I didn't even go into it with her at the time because you know where it's going. You know where it's going.
Yeah, we're dedicating this show to Mom.
Oh, no, you just blew it.
Mom, this is
you blew it. You just blew it. Well, look, you know how the conversation gonna go if you say something to Carolyn about whatever. She gonna bring up every excuse in the world to justify by her not doing something. But when she called me, since the cat's out the bag, when she called me, hey, man, I want a laptop and I want you, honey, go get it. And you got it.
Yeah, I remember she
got it.
Yeah, and since I brought her up, Jeremy needed a new laptop, and it was getting close to school kind of really, they were coming off Christmas break or whatever. Anyway. I had fashioned in my heart that I was going to get him a certain one.
Right.
Or whatever. So, Mom, like always, I got 200 on it.
Yeah.
I put 200 on it. And I said, well, I'll look for some laptops for yourself, as well, because, I probably can get, one of these, anywhere between 300 and 500, right? I'm thinking. And, bro, got the laptop for him. I ended up paying, a lot more than I thought I was going to pay.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I told her about the prices of them.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll wait. I'll see. And I'm like, you kicked up 200 for someone else.
Yeah.
You add another 200
Yeah.
to your 200,
Yeah.
you got 400.
Yeah.
You can get a quality computer.
Yeah.
You know, we're not saying let's go to the Mac store and get, you know, one for 1800.
That's what I told her. That's what I told her.
You don't need anything that advanced that would give you that type of range.
Right.
However, it just kind of, you know, the conversation just kind of just died down, and she ended up waiting, but she really still, you know, want one.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of times, man, we overthink things. We overanalyze it instead of, like you said, it's there. You got it. It's not like you got to do this every day or whatever. And to you that are viewing and you know that you can be this way, or you've been this way, or you know people who are this way, I think if you're really their friend and you care, it's like, live. You know, live your life. Be happy. Be joyful. You know, have some inner peace. You know, I do a lot of things that don't even take money. I do. You know.
I know.
And I take rides and drives. It don't, man, yeah, it costs gas.
Right.
You know, I'm going to eventually eat. But as far as what you can see and experience, it's no price on that,
Look,
man.
Listen, every chance I get, I'm jumping in the car. I'm going to drive out 45 minutes, an hour, go out and get me a meal, maybe spend $100 in the store and get me a little shirt or something, and I'm happy. Because I've left the house, I've done something, I put a smile on my own face. You know, I've had a good meal. You know, you're always gonna smile when you got a good meal and you got a full belly.
There you go.
And as you're walking around, you know, trying to burn that food off, you may say, "Oh, let me go into the store here," and you know, and oh man, I like this sweatshirt. You know, it's $60. Okay, but that's one. But that's something. That's something. And then the thing about, don't get us wrong, viewers. We're not saying that you know, you guys are you know, we calling you cheap or whatever, because that's a whole different topic. But we're talking about stealing from yourself. And the reason why I can really say stealing from yourself, because if you go to mom and say, "Mom, I need $2,000," she'll say, "I got 1,000."
Yeah.
So if you'll do it for us, do it for yourself.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't steal from yourself.
Right.
Don't worry about 2 grown men or 3 grown men or 3 grown daughters or whatever. If you're going to do it for them, do it for yourself. So that's why I know it's not about cheap.
No.
Because you'll give me money, you'll give him money,
Yeah.
but you won't do it for yourself.
Yeah.
That's the part I don't get.
And then look at business 101. You got to pay yourself first. That's business 101. Pay yourself first.
Take a salary.
Get yours off the top.
Off the top.
But that's why I said, now I totally understand how you present it, because it is simplistic.
Yeah.
And it's not taken away from anyone,
Right.
putting them behind the 8 ball,
Right.
because what you're saying is, you got this.
You got it.
You can afford this.
You can afford it.
You got more than enough in the kitty just to get that one thing. It's not gonna bother you.
Not only that, let's say you go blow $600-700, you gonna get it back. It's coming back in another couple of weeks. It's coming back to you.
Right.
If you really and mom, she been talking about this laptop
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah.
Honey, go get it. Go get it.
Yeah. Well,
Auntie Linda, tell your big sister to go get it.
You know, yeah, I mean,
Auntie, tell her to go get it, because Auntie, she gonna spend hers.
yeah, she gonna touch it. Yeah, I need that.
Auntie,
Yeah.
she going to get hers.
Yeah, I need
She's
that.
not finna steal from herself.
Right. But I think but
Ain't that right, Auntie?
But like you said, I mean, it's about joy, inner joy, inner peace, doing the things that make you happy. It's nothing wrong with that.
No.
Because really, if people did that more, they probably would be nicer to other people.
Man.
If they would really treat themselves, they would probably more than likely
Yep.
be way more kind.
I already know.
To other people, because I know anytime I'm able to help in any way, I feel good, man.
Listen,
I feel good.
let me tell you something. And this is for the women and for the men, the few men that go. I know me and my brother do. Women, tell me how you feel when you go out on a nice weekend, or it could be a weekday, and you go down to the nail shop and you get a mani-pedi. Tell me how good that feel, and how good it makes you feel when you get your feet done, you get your nails done, you know, you leave the nail shop after they rubbed on your feet real good, go get yourself a smoothie or something or whatever. Ask yourself how good that feel. How good do you feel?
And
I went and got mine done 2 weeks ago, and I just kicked back.
I feel like I feel like the star I am. I feel like a giant.
That's treating yourself.
Because I feel like I deserved.
That's
that.
what I'm saying.
I worked all week, and you know, we work out. My dogs is hurting.
Feet over there looking like gorilla feet. Your stuff over there looking like, let me get my stuff done.
Yeah, you know, I gotta get, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that's a reward that I earned. So I'm gonna cash it in. I'm not gonna store my chips and put them over. No, I need to cash them in.
You have to.
From time to time.
You have to.
And so yeah,
But that makes you feel good doing
does.
something for yourself.
It does.
It makes you feel good.
And it doesn't make you selfish. You know, and I know I mentioned being selfish earlier because I felt like, well, you're being selfish, taking away from yourself.
You're stealing from yourself.
You're stealing from yourself.
Like I said.
So that means, you know, you're not really thinking about you. In essence, you think stacking it is more important.
That ain't nothing.
Or looking at it or being able to see it and touch it. But at the end of the day, you know, what's your quality of life?
Hey, listen, at the end of the day, put away a little for a rainy day and spend the other. I'm not saying go broke. That's not what we're preaching here.
Right.
I'm not saying go and rake your savings and all that other stuff. That's not what we're saying.
No.
But what we are saying, that if there's something that you want in life and you can get it for yourself, you need to get it. Right. That's all that I'm saying. It's just, it's simple. It's like 1 and 1 is 2. It's simple.
I agree.
You know, you, especially the adults, you know, we all old here. There's no sense of working your butt off your whole life and you wanting something and know that you can afford to go get it and you won't do it.
Yeah.
And you won't do it. You know.
Gotcha.
And I'm going to get on them Walton sisters. I got to get on them because it's too many of them and they're all healthy enough and young enough. You know, you guys need to knock it off and start getting together and start doing something. I don't care if you guys take a sister's trip. You guys need to knock it off. Yeah. You guys have worked your whole life.
Yeah.
And you guys have planted the seed, and the harvest has already been harvested.
Yeah.
Go do something with yourself.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's too many of them.
That's good advice.
All of them. I mean, they all live and kicking.
Good advice.
Think about it. It's 5 of them, or is it 6?
6 girls.
Get together on the girls' trip. Get together and do book club.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Once a month, y'all read a book, gather at somebody's house, do book club, have refreshments, do whatever. You know, don't wait around for everybody's, oh, we're going to do this for this birthday, No. Go do something. You guys have worked your butt off.
Yeah.
Enjoy your fruits, man.
You're right. Well,
and y'all can be mad at me if you want to. But,
no, that's good. I mean, that's good. And you know, thanks for viewing again. You know, it's always a pleasure to come into the studio and have dialogue with my brother. You know, real stuff, good stuff that should be talked about more, especially on a common and basic level that we experience on a day-to-day basis. And so I just want to say thanks for following us. I want to encourage you to share, subscribe, and share this content because I believe that it's beneficial to you and it will help, you know, move things forward in the coming days. And I'm going to throw it to Charlie Mack and let him close us out.
Hey, it's what we do, y'all. You know, we try to keep it a buck here. And we're going to keep on giving it to you raw like we do. If we've offended anybody out there in TV land or whatever, you know, there's nothing personal.
Yeah.
It's never personal.
Never personal.
We just, you know, giving our opinions and our views and our perspectives. So it's all love. It's always all love. Keep it watching. Y'all keep viewing and keep sharing. And this is the end of the road. Car done stop. Take them seatbelts off. It's peace and love.
Peace.